Have you ever tried car camping? No? Neither have I. Let's go and see what it's all about. I've arrived. And where am I? Well, I left Newport in the county of Newport, what was formerly Gwent, and I'm now back in Newport, but this Newport is in Pembrokeshire. And I am at Morowellen Camping and Caravanning in Newport. And I've been here before, not to this particular campsite, I've stayed at other campsites before. But I have been to Newport several times and I just love it here. It's quiet, it's peaceful, there's a beautiful beach which I'll show you later. I'm here just for a couple of days, so, well, the rest of today, I'm here tomorrow, pack up on, what day is it today? It's Tuesday. Pack up on Thursday morning. I should be going off somewhere in the morning before heading home Thursday afternoon. And I'm here just for a bit of a chill. I've been waiting for a weather window, and although it's cloudy at the moment, it is supposed to be nice for the rest of the week with the temperatures increasing. So anyway, I decided to do a bit of car camping. My van build starts in 2 weeks' time, and I didn't want to, I could have used the van, I guess, but it would have been pretty cold, and so as it's a bare van, so I decided to use the car and do a bit of car camping. So I've got an estate car, Ford Focus estate, and what I've done is I've got a tarpaulin, and so I've draped that over the top of the van, the car, and to give me some privacy because it goes over the windows, and I've put a blanket over the front, over the front seats, and I've stretched a bungee cord across for it to rest onto as well, so that nobody can peer in through the front. Not that they want to peer in, but you know, just to cut out the light as well. So it's not perfect, but I'm sure it's going to work, but I'll let you know tomorrow morning. But the only thing is that the bed doesn't, it's a bit too long. I've used my tent camping stuff, so I've got a couple of 5 centimeter self-inflating mattresses, put one on top of the other, so I've got 10 centimeters of mattress, and it protrudes, as you can probably see here. You see it protrudes, but when I close the door up, it'll go like that, you see, and it'll be fine. I've tested it out, and I can lie down, and my feet don't protrude further than the car. So yeah, that'll be okay. I've got my power bank, my Bluetti AC50 power bank, so for charging cameras, phones, what have you. I've brought my a single camping stove there. Got a cool box. It's an electric cool box, but it's only beers and some long life milk in there, so I'm not worried about that. Box full of all my stuff, some water, table, a chair I'm sitting on, and that's about it. Oh, I've brought some fishing tackle because I intend doing a bit of fishing. So hopefully I'll get out this evening. I'm going to go for a walk in a minute and see where I'm going to go. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this setup works. So I'm only here for 2 nights, and yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I didn't really want to bring my tent. My tent is a big 4-berth air tent, and I really didn't want to be setting that up just for me for 2 nights. So I decided I would give this car camping lark a go. So yes. Oh, and one other thing, I've got no mobile phone service on my phone at all. Got nothing. Got no phone signal, no 4G, nothing. However, I've brought my mobile 4G router with me, and I've plugged that in, and I'm back in the land of the living again. It's brilliant. I will show you that before I leave here. Show you what it is that I'm using for internet, because it worked absolutely brilliantly when I hired the camper van back in beginning of May, because there were a couple of times where I had no service on my phone at all, plugged in the wireless router, and I was back online, and I was able to stream TV shows in the evening from when I was in bed, you know, so it was great. And it seems to be working now. So as soon as I plugged it in, got it set up, and my phone started pinging like mad, all the messages coming through. So, but as I say, I'll show you all that later on. But I'm just going to finish off a cup of tea, and I'm going to go for a wander. So this looks a bit of a place to fish for bass. So I'm only, what, 2-minute walk from the car. So you've got a channel that runs right through here, slightly deeper channel, and then you've got, as the tide comes in, you've got all this weed and some rock up there. So this looks like a promising place to fish as the tide is coming in. So I may have a look at that later. And here we have the old lifeboat house. And the slipway. How clear that water is. So I just had a little chill out, a little bit of a snooze in the car. And now I'm just going to walk into the town. It's about half a mile, and I'm going to go and see if I can get something to eat for my dinner or tea, supper, or whatever you call your evening meal. I'm going to go see if I can get something to eat. So this is where I've eaten the Golden Lion. Now, I would have filmed inside there and showed you what I had to eat, only there were quite a few other people in there, and they were playing music in the background, and I didn't want a copyright strike on this video, so I didn't bother. But I'll put a picture up of the chicken boona curry with rice poppadom and mango chutney. But now I'm heading back to the campsite. And what time is it? It's 5 to 7. So low tide was about 6:30. So I'm going to go and grab my fishing rod, and I'm going to fish an hour or so of the flood tide. See if I can't get a bass or something. Well, a bass. Forget the something. Well, the light's fading. I haven't caught anything. I've seen lots of fish, but I don't think they were bass. In fact, I'm positive they weren't bass. Probably mullet. A chance that they could have been sea trout, but more likely to have been mullet. And they were some fairly sizable mullet as well. But never mind. I'll have a few more casts, and then I'm going to go and put the kettle on. Here we go. Got myself back to the car and tucked up. It's getting dark outside, so it's warm in here. It's getting a bit chilly outside, but it's nice and warm in the car. I've left a couple of windows cracked open because I need to let a bit of air in, otherwise it's going to get a bit of condensation in the morning. And the tail door, I've put a towel down to stop the latch on the tail door from clunking, because I can't open the tail door from the inside. So, but it's fine. It's there's only a very slight air gap in there, but it means I can get in and out easily if I need the loo, or if there was an emergency or something, I can get out. It's all nice and cozy in here. I mean, I'm sort of sat up in bed. So yeah, got lights. I've got my routers going, so I've got internet. I'll show you that tomorrow. And I'm probably going to sit down and watch something. So, but I'm having a cup of tea. And I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Pembrokeshire, and I slept pretty well. I did wake up at about 4:30, but that's about normal for me these days. I don't seem to need that much sleep. So I went to bed about midnight, woke up 4:30, and then dozed off again until 6:30, and then I was up making myself a nice cup of tea. But today I'm off out on a hike, and it's a 9-miler, and it's a circular one, and you're only going to see a few bits of it, and then later on we'll do a campsite tour. Yay! Right, time to go. Oh, it's a hot one today. Whew. And that's where I'm going, I think. I think it's taking me up to the top of there. I'm sure I've done this hike before. A few years ago though.
It's stuff like that. So say hi.
You can always say then you met these lovely ladies from Ireland.
Yes.
You can take us walking after.
Oh, thank you.
So this is Morowell Camping and Caravanning, and they've got their own fish and chip takeaway, and it's licensed as well, so you can get a beer here, and then we'll go through. So you've got a nice sort of picnic area here. Reception here on the back, and then carry on got a toilet block on the left, and this is the dishwashing area and your chemical disposal. Recycling. Come into the toilets, all nice and clean. Showers, 2 showers for the men, same for the ladies. Cost £1. You do get plenty of time for your £1. And then this is the lower field, and then you go up through that gate and you're on the next field, and then there's a field beyond that as well. You just see a couple of motorhomes parked up there. Slightly sloping, so you might need levelling chocks. But, and that's it. Not much to see. But I'm here, so I'm going to put the kettle on, have myself a cup of tea, and then think about packing away. I'm nearly ready to go, just about all packed up. I did say, I think at the beginning of this video somewhere, that I would show you what I was using for internet, because I've got no phone signal here at all. Nothing. No phone signal, no G signal, nothing at all. Before I went on my trip down to Devon and Cornwall in the hired camper van, I bought the Pathway 4G router from thatleisureshop.com. Now, let me just say, this is not a sponsorship. I have bought this out of my own money, and nobody is paying me to promote this product. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I couldn't find any reviews on it, but I thought, what the heck, let's buy it and find out. Well, for the whole time I was away down in Devon and Cornwall, I had plenty of signal using this router. In fact, so much so I was streaming television on my phone and on my laptop in the evenings. So it's been really good, and I've done that again this time. I've got no signal on my phone here, and last night I was watching Netflix before crashing out. Anyway, so I just thought I'd show you. So we get this. This is the Pathway 4G. It comes in a nice case, and I should have kept my table up, shouldn't I? So I could have done this. Now, inside the box, okay, oh, sorry, the shadow here. Let's see if I can turn around. Ugh. There we go, it's a bit better. So we have the router itself, which is nice and small. It's got a couple of suction cups on the back, so you can stick it to the side of your van or car or whatever. The antennas, you get two of these antennas, and they can angle and they screw onto there. You get a 12-volt socket. You get a hard wire lead if you want to wire it into your computer, and there is a 240-volt lead there. And you also get in here a couple of these reusable cable ties, so if you want to strap it to a post, something like that. And it was very, very easy to set up, and I'll tell you what, I just wouldn't be without it now. It'll go everywhere with me when I'm out in my van, and or doing something like this in the car. Absolutely perfect. That is the Pathway 4G, and I bought it from, I don't know whether it's exclusive to, I think it might be exclusive to, from thatleisureshop.com, and I will put a link in the description to this item. Oh, and I think it cost me about £220, which I didn't think was bad, considering some of the other units where you buy an antenna which you have to mount onto the roof of your van, and then a separate router, and then you were looking about £500 for a decent router, and then another couple of £300 for the antenna. But this, it's been absolutely brilliant. So that's me just about all packed up, ready to go. I've got one more stop to make before I drive home. I'm not going to leave home until leave for my journey home until midday or 1 o'clock, something like that. You'll see where I'm going when I get there. So how would I describe my car camping experience? Well, it's fine for 2 to 3 days if you're on your own. You wouldn't want to share a car with two people, just not enough room. And it's good as long as the sun's shining and it's not raining. If it was raining and I was stuck inside the car, the appeal would very rapidly wear off. But I deliberately chose to come away when I knew the weather was going to be good. In fact, I was keeping an eye on the weather and looking for a decent weather window. I would recommend that you make up some blinds for the windows. Now, I had a tarpaulin which I just threw over. Ideally, that tarpaulin, I would still have used that, but not to cover the windows, but as more of an awning at the back. Give you a bit more space to put your cooking stuff and what have you in there. Make up some blinds. Now, I know B&Q do like a foil back thermal material that's on a roll, and you can just cut that to the shape you want and put it in your windows. I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have done that. But you definitely need something to go over your windows. To keep warm, but also you don't want people looking in, and you also want to keep the morning light. I mean, at this time of year, it's what, June, middle of June nearly, and well, it is the middle of June, and it's getting light at 4:30 in the morning, you know, so you don't want to be woken up with bright sunlight coming through at 5 a.m. So you definitely need something there. Then you just need your basics. You need something to sleep on, some sort of bedroll or mattress, whatever, sleeping bag or duvet, pillows. I brought one of those single cartridge type gas stoves, kettle, a few bits and pieces cooking wise, you know, pan and nice forks and a plate, bowl, that kind of thing, water container, kettle, all the usual stuff, you know. And it was stuff that I had at home anyway, because being a camper, tent camper in the past, I had all that, so I just threw what I had in there. All my fishing tackle came with me as well. About one small bag of clothes, because I was only away for 3 days, so I didn't need that much. So yeah, if it was, oh, the power station as well. The power station's been invaluable, really, because you need some way of charging up your phones, and for me, cameras as well. And the router needs power, so I could have plugged that into the car, and the amount of energy that the router draws is negligible. It's not, I doubt very much if it would make a dent in your car battery, but I didn't like doing that anyway, so I just brought along the little Bluetti AC 50, which is 700 watt, and that's absolutely fine. In fact, I brought the solar panels for it, and I haven't had to use them, so I've still got 66% of power left in the power bank. So yeah, it's been great. So all in all, it's been a very interesting experience, and I will do it again, I'm sure. Well, I've got another 6 weeks to wait for my, well, 5 weeks, yeah. So my van goes in, well, the build on it starts at the end of this month. So it's a week on Monday. So that'll be the end of June. And then I think it's about a 4-week build. So that'll take me to the beginning of August, which is good because I've got a couple of events I want to go to in August. So if we get another weather window, if we get some nice weather, maybe even next week, I might just pack up the car and go away for a couple of days somewhere. So anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. It's time to hit the road, and I'm going to head north. I don't know, it's probably about an hour, 45 minutes. No, not an hour. Another 30 minutes to 45 minutes up the road, and you'll see what I'm doing when I get there. So I've driven north. It took me about an hour because there were road works, and I've come to Newquay. No, not the Newquay down in Cornwall. The other Newquay, the one in Ceredigion. And oh, it's gorgeous down here. It's about 23, 24 degrees already, and it's only, what, 20 to 11 in the morning. The sea is very calm, and I'm here to do a bit of dolphin watching. But first, it's coffee and a ham and cheese croissant. So I'm going to have these, and I'm going to head down the harbour. So I'm down by the harbour, and it's just a case of waiting now, see if any dolphins come along. I've been looking the previous times I've been here. I've been here, what, 2 or 3 times before, and I've seen dolphins then. So hopefully, as long as I stick it out here long enough, but I really need to be on the road for, well, my car parking ticket is up at 2:20 this afternoon, and it's now, what, 11:20. So I've got 3 hours, hopefully, be able to see something in that time. No dolphins today. I think it's the first time I've been down here and not seen any dolphins, but time is getting on, and I really need to be making a move. I'm going to go and have a quick paddle in the sea, grab an ice cream to have while I'm walking back up to the car, and then I've probably got about a 2.5 hour drive home. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, maybe giving you something to think about in regards to car camping, whether you want to go down that route or maybe get a tent box type, you know, roof tent or something like that. That would also be good. But I shall probably do it again between now and beginning of August when I get my van, and especially if this weather keeps up, because it'll be worth it to get out and travel about a bit. So look, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it the thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't, and click the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I post more videos. So until next time, happy adventures.